もいいような夜だけどどよめききらめきと君もどうでもいいような夜だけど二人刻もう
Hello, I'll explain this the best that I can. You're basically going to start off by making a new project. As you can see, I do not have premium. Then you're going to go into elements. I'm going to choose Akaza for this. Next, you're going to go into media. And since I've already done this trend, I have a video for it, but you just have to screenshot it or screen record a video of the audio you want to use. Then you're gonna press extract audio, and then the audio should be there. You're next gonna put a little marker where the actual place you want an animation to start, and then you're gonna move your character towards there. As you can see, I'm making little adjustments. And then you're just gonna ungroup the element. And then you're gonna select it all the layers of the character. And then you're gonna press that button to make it go to where it currently stands. Then your character should span the time. So that's the first step. Next, I like to start off by animating the hair. I'm gonna go into that third button, after placing the pivot point. Very important. I'm gonna go into third button. I'm gonna make a keyframe at the start, then I'm gonna make the hair longer. Make a keyframe at the end, make the front hair shorter. If you're doing a character with back hair, you're gonna do the same steps for the back hair as well. Next, I'm using a premium easing. It's going to be the first one called Bounce, I believe. And you're going to adjust the easing until it matches the tempo of what you want, of the audio you're using. So, yeah, that's what I got so far. While you're at it, you're going to press the place where you select your curve. And you're going to press copy curve. And that way you can reuse it anytime you want. Next, you're going to go into movement, and you're going to move the hair up and down. Make a keyframe at the start, move the hair down, make a keyframe at the end, move the hair up. Then you're going to press where you select your easing again, and you're going to press paste curve. So your curve is copied and pasted, so it looks synced and much better. So as you can see, I'm just making some little adjustments with the movements. It really just depends on preference. Also, I like to add a bit of movement to the snowflake hairpin in his hair with rotate using the same method. Keyframe at start, keyframe at end, copy paste curve, I just like doing that so that movement looks a little bit more fluid, more cartoony to me, but it all depends on preference. Next, we're going to select the eyebrows. For the first keyframe, I'm going to move the eyebrows down. And for the second keyframe at the end, I'm going to move the eyebrows up. Okay, so next is the eyes. Once more, it's just put a keyframe at the beginning. And I'm moving the eyes down for that one. Putting a keyframe at the end, moving the eyes up. So here's the product so far. Now, as I do the mouth, there are some important tips to note, like do not slant the mouth too much. If you do that, it will end up looking a little weird. Of course, as I said, it's just preference based, but it does look a little weird. But you're basically just doing the same thing you did for the eyes on the mouth. And once more, I cannot iterate this enough. Do not slant it too much. I made that mistake at the beginning and it just looks a little weird. So this should be your progress by now. And now I'm going to be starting on the arms. As before, it's just add keyframe at the beginning, add keyframe at the end. The only difference is that you actually get to pose it. And I tend to use rotation for it. The only time that I use movement for it is like something like maybe a face palm or something like that. But it tends to just be rotation. Also with the pose, like crossed arms, you're gonna be moving that back forearm to the front in front of the body, so that just makes your life a little easier and it doesn't look weird. For now, just listen to the song because oh my god, it is so amazing. So now for the 3 finishing touches. One is making the body a little thicker. Since basically everything in my model is linked to the main body, it's easy. So I just make a keyframe at the beginning, make him a little thicker, and then make a keyframe at the end and make him a little thinner. I unfortunately forgot to group something to it, so yeah, that happened. But anyway. So, as I said, make a keyframe at the end, make him thinner, and then paste the curve once more. The second final touch is head rotation. First keyframe, his head is going to be a little low, and the second keyframe, the head's going to be high. I forgot to parent the eyebrows, so don't mind that. Anyway, yeah, as I said, first keyframe is going to be head low, second keyframe is going to be head high. Adjust it as you like. My personal preference is it being like slightly low, then slightly like neck breaking. I don't know what to call it. We're almost done. Once more, enjoy the song as I edit some final details and add my own things as well. The first step to the final finishing touch is just to group all the layers together, which you should probably know how to do by now. And the second step to it is we're going to go into effects and select gradient overlay. And then you can adjust it to your liking. I tend to lower the opacity, but I don't normally change like the angle of where it's coming from. And voila, you have a little gradient. And there's one more thing. You're gonna duplicate the layer, and then you're gonna put that copy to the bottom, or you can just put the normal thing on the bottom. It's just a weird thing I have. And you're gonna flip it vertically, and you're basically gonna make it touching to look like it's a reflection. And it depends on how you like it. I tend to put the opacity at 44.9 because it just looks really nice to me. And voila, you have your finished animation. And that's how I did the bouncing animation for these 2 memes. I hope this tutorial was at least somewhat helpful. If you want proper tutorials on how to actually make the characters and stuff on the Alight Motion, there's an amazing channel linked in the description. That's actually the person that taught me how to animate. So thank you so much for watching. Have a good day or night.